In our opinion, every music system should have a low noise floor. By offering a lot of different products at many price points, we're able to achieve sonic qualities for every different component type. HRS really pushes the boundaries of quality in every respect. And we're very fortunate to have a team at HRS that really understands that philosophy and executes it extremely well. We deploy all the technologies that we are aware of: mass damping, isolation, grounding. We don't believe in any one approach. We believe in taking the approach that gives us the best sonic result for every component type. We leverage our tooling and our materials expertise to build different versions of the same thing and strategically locate them in the system for optimal result. We developed a custom compound that we felt was optimal for noise reduction of a sheet metal chassis, and the Nimbus coupler was born. Later on, we found that the chassis were getting much stiffer and were being made from billet and plate chassis. We designed an entirely different footer, but to get a much more fast energy transfer product in the Vortex for stiff metal chassis.
I obtain all the information such as the component, what floor the system will be going on, the speakers, and I present that to engineering.
Even a version. There might have been a version 1, version 2, version 3. Well, version 3 might have a completely different mass distribution than version 2. If we are going to put a broadband isolation system and maybe even a subsonic, very low frequency isolation system, it's important to have that level of detail so that when it gets to the customer, it's perfect.
You got to have a lot of communication and making sure that I have the parts or the orders weeks before I want to ship them so that I know they're there on the shelf and I can build it, pack it.
For HRS, the ideal stand is modular not only in configuration.
They can choose to expand their frame, they can change out their footers on their isolation bases.
It's modular in its ability to adjust to achieve optimal performance for a wide range of components.
So there's a continuing relationship.
I knew very well from working on aerospace and defense programs, all electronics are sensitive to vibration. It causes bit error, it causes even for an electronic device to crash because it'll see such a large voltage spike. Deploying finite element analysis allows us to use math to simulate the structure and how it behaves in the real world. When there's energy in the room and the energy hits that part, it responds in the way that modal analysis predicts. That allows us to know with precision the response frequency and allows a human eye that can't see really small motions at high frequency to understand the modal shape that we're looking at, so that when we make a design change to increase or decrease the frequency, we know where to add or subtract material. 20 years of experience in that industry is invaluable to me. That is really the birth of HRS, is the day I went, I wonder how important this is. With experimentation, it quickly became obvious. From then on, we started to develop products that were based on sound engineering principles, but also extensive listening and achieving the best of the technical and the artistic world. Each step in the process, inspection, quality control, process procedures, is put in place at HRS to make sure the product that the customer receives is identical to the one we approved. A great example of quality control is inspection of threads. There isn't a very good automated way to do it, and there can be a burr. We'll check every thread. Each process is documented. It's on the computer. Our employees, even that have been here for a decade, have that in front of them on the screen. They know that it's there. They can check.
I've been here for 11 years, and I do it for every process step. The most important thing is that no matter who does the process, that it's the same every time.
And we take advantage of every known technology, leveraging other vendors that have an ability to produce in higher volume at a lower cost. No stone is left unturned to produce the highest quality product at the lowest possible cost, even in a reference level product where the end price is substantial.
A few days prior to shipment, we meet again just to ensure everything is correct.
We have a shipping checklist that we use to ensure that it's going to the exact address, that the weights are correct, the dimensions are correct. All of our packages are also very clearly labeled so that when it arrives to our customer, they'll know exactly what's in the box without having to open it.
So we ship most of our frames fully assembled.
We use a competitive bidding process to ensure that we are getting the best price to our dealers, distributors, and clients, to ensure that is there timely, accurately, without damage.
We've actually had a couple of shipments where they had dropped a pallet off a truck. The pallet and the crate are just look like they're mangled, and you open it up and there's no damage to the stand. And that's what our goal is.
One of the biggest rewards you can ever get is to have a customer call and talk about listening to their favorite music again and digging through their collection and telling us how much they enjoy that musical experience.
In the beginning, they know there's going to be a difference, but they're not sure how big of a difference. And that's really exciting to hear. When they call and they're blown away, they wish they had done this 20 years earlier and listened to their dealers. Yeah.
We always enjoy getting those calls because that is the end objective. All of the hard work is for that purpose. You work hard to produce a product at an exceptional performance level, and value to me is how much better a system sounds and how the customer experiences that music. It also encompasses quality, workmanship, cosmetic look, modularity, but it has to have that feeling of exceptional value or it's not HRS.